Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Debbie and Noni and Cherry and Kaz and Stoned and Rock Jam and Ann? Let me switch back over here so I can see you guys. Jackie, Danny, Ashley, Sissy, Bonnie, Michelle in the house. Let's see, K-Rocks, Jackie, Capone, Edward, Michelle, K-Rocks, Southern Gal, if she's back yet. Not today, who I believe is trolling. Johnny, Candace. All right. So what's up, guys? Elsa, I want you to know I wasn't even gonna go live, and I'm like, if I don't go live, they're gonna start to wonder where I am. Hey, Joy. Hey, Italia. Buka has been quiet. I mean, Winston has been quiet all day until I go live. He goes nuts. Winston! Oh my God. What's up, Jerry? Hey, Crusoe. All day has been quiet as can be until I go live. Now he's fucking on a rampage. I know, Buka. He's so mean to you. Hey, Jenny. Jenny, I was thinking about you. Just like a kid, I swear. He really is. Snowstorm. Yeah, it's cold here. Like, for real. Cold. And now he's barking at Buka. Buka's laying in bed, not bothering anybody. And here comes Winston. Has to annoy him. Oh. I thought about you. I don't know why. I just did. You like popped in my mind. Hey, Ashley. It is. I mean, it's not even that cold here. It's like cold rain on and off. So before we get into it, I don't know if you guys heard, I saw it accidentally today. I don't know if anyone has spoke about it because I really haven't been on YouTube much. But thank you, Stoned. But Laverne and Shirley died. I think she died today. So if you're not old enough to know who Laverne and Shirley is, well, then you're just not old enough and you're not cool enough. But for the rest of us that know who Laverne and Shirley is, I cannot believe she died. She was 75, which makes me feel really old because that's how old my mom is. But yeah, Shirley of Laverne and... Oh, she died last night. Okay. I have not watched a trial at all, unfortunately, because I've been working on the website. But yeah, she died. It's so sad. Oh, you saw it yesterday? I just saw it today. So maybe it's a few days old, but a lot of people are dying in 2003. From Laverne and Shirley. Shirley died. Whoop. The dark-haired one. Come here. Now leave him alone, you big meanie. Everyone's died. That's what I'm saying. Huh. And I'm watching. I can't even say I'm watching. I'm more like listening. But I'm listening to the new Pam Anderson series or whatever. Oh my God, it's boring. It's like putting me to sleep. Yeah, Cindy Williams. It's like putting me to sleep. And I'm only like maybe a half hour into it. And I'm like, wow, this sucks. Not like Tommy Lee's that was really good. Her side's kind of boring. She's talking about Playboy and I don't know. I just find it pretty boring. February trial coming soon. Yay. Which trial? I saw Grizzly. I saw one of Dolly's brother was found. No shit. For real, Dark Horse? No idea who, what, when, where, why, or how? Oh, that's sad. Is that true? I gotta ask him. Something like that is pretty serious. I don't want you to be trolling. It's confirmed by Tiffany. Tiffany who? Oh, you heard it too, buddy? That's sad. Oh, it is on. That's why I was looking to see if it was on his Facebook. Stone, is it true? What's his name? Dolly? What's his Facebook name? My name just went blank. Not today. Then go to the website and order candles. You've been going on for an hour. Jimmy Jams, thank you. Oh. Um, hold on. The cops found him, no signs of foul play. Looks like he may have had a heart attack. My heart is so broken right now. RIP. Yeah, he did post it on Facebook. That's sad. Future trial, yeah, I saw. That's why I saw about Grizzly. Yeah, that's sad. Losing a brother is tough. Was this his bad brother? Was this the bad brother? I don't follow him either. He's on my Facebook. What? Oh, was it? It was a good brother? Oh, one says yes, one says no. Yeah, they just found my brother Mike dead. That was 4 hours ago. Looks like Dolly's brother Mike. Trying to see if he's in the comments explaining anything more, but no. That's sad. I don't want to lose my brother. I love my brother. He made it through 22 years on the force without a hitch. It's his blood. Oh, the other one's not his blood brother. I don't know anything about his family. All I know, he has one good brother and one bad brother. I don't know who's related, who's not related. I have no idea. Yeah, that's what I just read. It appears to be a heart attack. Yeah, I wouldn't want that for anybody. That's tough. How old was he? Dolly's brother. How old was he? Yeah, I just read it on his page. All right. Older than Dolly. I don't even know how old Dolly is. I'm not like, I honestly don't know shit about people because I don't care. BHB is at Molly's house. Okay. I'm gonna be soon, Stone Gator. I just have a couple things I want to say. All right. And people in the back, listen up real carefully. Because this is for you. Most of my people, this is not for. These are for the ones in the back. All right. I do not care if you like my opinions or if you don't like my opinions. it doesn't give you the right to put me on the cover of your videos so you can get views and clicks and whatever. Because I will strike you. I'm so over this bullshit and the hatred and the hate that these people spew for no fucking reason. I'm over it. I'm absolutely over it. If you don't like my opinion, then don't watch me. It's that simple. It doesn't mean, do you see me putting your face on a fucking cover saying, get the fuck out of here, or going after somebody? I had one the other day that I saw in mentions. Someone did a live because they didn't like the way I looked. Are you for real? Like, really, really? Okay. I didn't know I had to please you. But my point being, don't use my name or me personally, or like you think you're going to get somewhere by using my name or my picture. I've seen one the other day that fucking had me in the title, didn't even speak about me. Really? Why you got me in your title then? I'm definitely an alpha female. No doubt about that. But I'm sorry that they're so weak. But don't fucking put me in your title if you don't have anything relevant to say. These people were talking about fucking lichen and had my name solely in the title. I think it was me and Marissa were in the title as they were talking about lichen. Who fucking cares about lichen? No offense, lichen. But don't use me and Molly to get people in there and then you're talking about lichen. Leave my name out of your titles and out of your cover shots. If you can't get people in your life without talking or mentioning me or putting my face on your cover, if you can't get people other than that, then maybe you should find a new hobby. Like, for real. Oh, I know, Amanda. I saw it. She's one of the ones I'm addressing. I mean, honestly, personally, she's not good looking enough to make a title of mine, but that's neither here nor there. But for real though, hey, True Texan, but for real, why are you putting my face on your cover? Don't watch me if you don't fucking like me. But maybe first you should pull yourself out of somebody's asshole, because you're up there pretty fucking high. Not everyone's going to agree with me, and that's okay. I don't expect everyone to agree with me at all times. But do me a favor, just don't watch me. I was listening today to the biggest fucking hypocrites I ever heard in my entire life, talking about Molly and Betty and Molly and Betty and every fucking move these people made. They know more about Betty and Molly's life than probably their husbands or anyone that knows, like her mom, like Betty's mom. That's how much they were talking about them. And when I tell you every fucking move, I mean every move. It was sick. And I'm sitting there going, are you listening to yourself? One of the people on panel was saying how Molly this and Molly that, and then some other dude came up who always talks about Molly, and they're going on about Molly this and Molly. Oh my God. Here's a news flash. All right. And I'm going to put this out there that people need to listen and need to understand where they're cuckoo. Hey, Crystal, where they're cuckoo. If a channel gets taken down, very stalkerish. If a clip channel gets taken down because a creator who's sick and tired of being talked about takes them down, they're entitled to do that. because all the people that are running their mouth could not ever handle, literally could not ever handle somebody doing the same to them. These clip channels don't even show their face. And yet, all they do, oh, it's not just chicks, Bad Wolf. I'm talking about a guy here, too. Actually a few guys. Every single move they make. I mean, believe me, I'm no Betty fan, but I couldn't tell you the first fucking thing about her. Why? Because I don't like her. If I don't like someone, I'm not going to fucking talk about them. Well, let me rephrase that because I've spoke about Betty. I'm not going to know things about them because why would I follow somebody's every move if I don't like them? That doesn't make any sense. I don't even follow people that close that I do like, let alone people I don't like. And it just hey, Amzy, it just blows my mind that these people just don't stop. And they sit there for hours talking about Betty and talking about Molly. If a clip channel, like they were arguing that Molly had no right to take down Kool-Aid. Well, yes, she does. Kool-Aid doesn't stop talking about her. So of course she has a right to take down Kool-Aid. But all these idiots on this panel today were sitting there acting like, oh, this is bad. She can't do this. She can't take her down. And she can't take her down because, it was fair use. And those are the rules. Maybe if you guys were creators, you would truly understand what fair use is. YouTube also doesn't allow bullying and harassment. YouTube also doesn't allow what you all do, sitting on a fucking panel every goddamn day, talking about the same fucking person. I get if somebody does something, you want to talk about it, be my guest. Nobody's got a problem with that. I do that. There's not a creator out there that doesn't do that. Oh, and by the way, I have a room to squash, but it just popped up in my mind, but hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. But learn the rules of YouTube. They don't have clip channels don't have a right to pick and choose who they feel like going after because it's the in thing to do. It's fucking ridiculous. These people act like, oh, this one's so nice. Do you know her past? You want to sit there and act like people are so nice. Do you know what they've done and said in the past? Because I can assure you these clip channels that are loving certain people, and I don't need to mention names, but certain clip channels that just love this one or just love that one, maybe you should take a look into their past, because you'd see that Betty and Molly look like fucking angels compared to their past. Just saying. But you wouldn't know that, because that's not the cool thing. Because right now it's cool to hate on certain people or make videos about certain people. Ooh, you're real cool. Meanwhile, you're more like clueless. It's ridiculous. So I have a rumor to squash while I think about it, and I don't even know why it just popped up, but a lot of people came in here one day and said that Zav was getting married or something. Well, Zav hit me up the other day, and I hadn't spoken to her in a while. I said, hey, you really get married? She's like, what are you talking about? So Zav girl's not getting married. It was a joke. So I don't remember who the people were that came in here telling me about it, but yeah, it was just a joke. She's not getting married. So I just want to clear that up. And I told her I'd clear it up. Get off your ass and find content. Stop stalking people on YouTube that don't even like you. Exactly. You should take a walk if you're able. It's cold here. Every year is getting stricter and knows I was joking. I know. But I didn't know that. I had no idea if she was joking or not when people came in here and told me. So, but I did tell her that I would straighten it out. She's like, oh, please do. I said, I will. So, yeah. Made your homemade vanilla? Is that your girl crush? Well, there you go. I've been working on the website for 2 days. 2 days. I went out last night at fucking 9:30 at night trying to find a tripod, and I got one. Making my pictures better, so I gotta redo everything. It's fucking pulling my hair out. Victim blaming. That's the other thing. Everyone now, I haven't watched it, but everyone's all in an uproar. All the haters are all in an uproar that Molly and Betty are in Pennsylvania and they're going by this one's house and they're going by that one's house. Who cares? Molly fucking lives in Pennsylvania. I would go to any case here if it was any good. I'm not following it. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're up to. But who fucking cares what they do? Let them do their thing. They're Molly. They're Betty. I don't agree with it, but I'm not going to fucking call it out every day. I don't watch them enough. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I saw Molly, like, I did see someone posted somewhere. Molly was like walking around. I didn't even know what case it was, but I guess some case they're covering. So let them do their thing. Who fucking cares? Like, they're going to stop because some haters tell them to? Come on. They ain't going to fucking stop. They're going to do their thing because that's what their audience wants. And I've said this over and over and over. I don't agree with Betty. I don't agree with Betty's tactics. I don't even fucking like Betty. But that's what Betty's audience wants. And if that's what Betty's audience wants, then that's what Betty's audience is going to get. All these haters aren't paying her fucking bills. So let them do what they got to do. Who cares? If Betty's people wanted to pay for her to go to Pennsylvania, so fucking let them pay for her to go to Pennsylvania. Who gives a shit? What business is it of yours or anybody else's? Me neither, Jerry. But the point is, you don't watch her either, I'm assuming. Because if you don't like someone, you don't watch them. I think this was the final straw this time. No, I don't watch them. What was the final straw? Hate and obsession. But I don't even get it. They're so wrapped up in what they're doing. Do something else productive. Find something else to do. Instead of being all wrapped up in your haters or alleged haters. Because if you really didn't like them, you wouldn't watch them. Plain and simple. You wouldn't care what they had to say. Trust me, I know. I live this life. And it's I'm sorry, but it's just fucking ridiculous. It's like they're trying to please somebody. Then I heard some guy today who I've actually watched a couple of times. But his obsession with Marissa is out of control. Out of control. Whether I was close with her or fighting with her, I never knew as much about her, as these people that allegedly hate her. It's insane. Oh, I can't take any of her, Jerry. Thank you, Sherry Ann. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know who I'm talking about, Amanda, right? Like, it's obsession. It's weird. Then he went on another panel today, running his mouth, and like, oh my God, dude. I hate to tell you, but you're the one with the problem, not her. Molly's not the one with the problem. You're the one with the problem. You're the one that can't fucking shut up about her. He's on now about her. That point proven. It's crazy. I just can't imagine being that fucking obsessed with somebody. And believe me, guys, I'm a little uptight because this has been brewing for like 2 days. I was going to go live earlier with this, and I kept putting it off. And then I'm like, I can't put this off anymore. I got to get this out. Like an autistic kid that's got to get it out of their brain. That's how I feel right now. I just had to get it out. Guns are good for people. And like, they're going to Brian's house. So big deal if they get the first. I heard someone say, oh, they're just trying to get the first interview with Brian's parents. So be it. If they get it, great. Good for them. Like, that's where I can say at least they're fucking out on their asses doing something. If they get the first fucking appointment, good for her. Good for them. Who cares? You know what I mean? I mean, here, Gray, congratulations, Gray, by the way. Gray got his 100,000 plaque. Am I fucking jealous? I am jealous as fuck. But you know what? Oh, well, I'm still happy for Gray. I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about him or be like, oh my God, I first one to admit, I am fucking jelly as shit. Super jelly. But honestly, congratulations, Gray. Gray posted. He got his 100,000 plaque, and he was like, so like, wow. Shut up, Gray. No, wow. I'm mad at you. I hate you now. I can't even grow subs. I'm stagnant. And you get your plaque. No, all bullshit aside, though. Congratulations. I was gonna say thank you. Congratulations, Gray, for real. Because I know you listen. But it is disgusting behavior. That's what I'm saying. It's a good thing they're out doing stuff. I'm just honestly, Leslie, like if they can get the first interview, so be it. Good for them. It's fucking cold in Pennsylvania. No, but I'm just saying, Jerry, he did get his plaque, and that's a big accomplishment to hit 100,000 and get the plaque. It really is. I want that damn plaque. But because of my haters, it's never going to happen. For example, I saw two turkeys, have 20,000 views on a video stating that all it says that an article doesn't have enough evidence against Brian. Really? Because I've been saying that from day fucking one. Day one, I've been saying that. But they have 20,000 views on this video. Make that make sense. It only happened if I don't quit. Who dat? Who dat? Hey. You got some from NYU. You got to do financial aid. Oh, you did? Yeah, that was Phoenix. Faith, I am not having faith lately. I am at a stagnant dead zone. I'm going to have to buy my own plaque, have it engraved, and be like, see, I got one. You did, Gator. Talk about guns, corn missing or shortages. You'll give you I'm about to join a new community. Maybe if I join a new community, I'll join the knitting community and get lots of subs. I'm telling you, I'm fucking stagnant. My views are good. Other things are good, but my subs are stagnant. I am stuck at 12.3 for life. All these big cases, I don't grow. Nope, sure don't. Saying stuff that these people need an article to say. And getting a 21.3, stagnant. No, I didn't see one. 12.3 for life. Notice I noticed the numbers though. I said that too. 21.3, not 12.3. 21.3. Notice the 2.13. Even 1.23, 2.13, it doesn't matter. It's still 2.13. Still got a 1, 2, and a 3 in it. It's bad. It means I'm stuck. Too bad my weight isn't 1, 2, 3. That would be nice. Those who grow fast fall hard. That's true. But I'm a little too steady. I'm a little too stagnant. Ziggy started a tarot one. I'm going to start doing that, by the way. I really am. I think you do your best work. Thank you, Janice. But it doesn't get me anywhere. That's my point. These people need some lawyer to tell them what I already told them. And they don't like honesty. They want, that was another thing I was going to say. So people are like, oh, someone said this, someone said that. Dying in, see, I'm all fucked up, Tori. Everyone is dying in 2003 too. Do you know in the 80s we thought that we were going to have flying cars by 2000? Isn't that crazy? We're in 2023 and we're not even close. How long have you had your channel? On and off since 2016. But I stopped doing it for a while. 1, 2, 3, wait on you would not be healthy. I know, but I need to lose the last 30. I've yet to lose the last 30. And the more I say I'm going to do it, the hungrier I get. I don't have time for games. I really don't. I'll make you a law degree. Which college would you like it from? I don't know. Harvard School of Law. I'm just venting, and then I'm going to open up panel, and everyone gets 5 minutes. You can discuss whatever you want to discuss. Yes, we already said that. I have Dolly on the other side. No, I want a degree, not a diploma. Yeah, Harvard Law. Or Yale. You could do Yale Law. Clothing model thingy 10 are actually at a large model against skinny ones. Yeah, but those large models aren't really large models. I mean, I wear a jean size 10, and that's now considered large. That's considered a plus size model. Watching you live the night you and Molly were talking to Don. When it was done, Don thought he was yes. Yes, correct, C12. No, this is my original one, Wendy. Yeah, I also had 2 other channels that I started. One of them I still have. I mean, I still have both of them, but nothing I really did. Yeah, but Michael Kors is not what it used to be. Yeah, well, starting tomorrow, they're doing money for shorts, but it's weird. It goes into like a big pool or something. It's very strange. I'm gonna start a fluffer channel. If I were you, I'd be switching shit around like crazy, not to stay with this topic. You should rock. No, you gotta stay. You gotta know who you are. You still talk to your people. It's always. I have them modeling everywhere. Yeah, but it's not the same though. Hey, Scooby Doo. What's up, Mickey? Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind here, Mickey. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You guys better hit that thumbs up, because I only have 68 thumbs up and 272 views. Do a workout channel? Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. My ass is too old. Correct, C12. Yeah, it's on this channel, Wendy. Fluffer channel would have to be on OnlyFans. You got a good point. Definitely good point. I'm going to start walking again. It's cold, though. Because that actually helped lose weight, too. Was walking. That's my husband's name. What, Mickey? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to get off my chest. I think I covered it all. It does. It really does. But I can't even eat a lot. It's not even like I can eat a lot. I really can't even eat a lot. Like in my mind, I want to eat. And then when I go to eat, I can only eat like 5 bites. How long do you have to walk for it to work? What was I doing? Like a mile? I was going live while I was walking. But it definitely works. But now that Phoenix is driving, I could use his bike because my bike needs to get fixed. But he just got his fixed not too long ago. So, all right. Apple cider vinegar is a fallacy. It does absolutely nothing. Literally did absolutely nothing for me. Saying you can't go to a new genre is exactly why you're 21,000 subs. You have to bench total. No. But when you have a channel garden, you have to stick to, like, it's just like anything. Whether you're a musician, whether you're a YouTube creator, whether you're a whatever, people have to know who you are, and you have to know who you are. And like a musician that is all over the place will never make it, because you have to know who you are. You have to have a genre. And YouTube is no different. I am a case discussion channel. Now that encompasses a lot, but I am a case discussion channel. If I do candles, yeah, I may throw them here and there on this channel, but generally I would do that on another channel because this isn't a candle channel. So my identity of this channel is case discussions, not true crime, but case discussions. Gardening channels are hits lately. I'm telling you, I'm going to start one. I'm kind of tired. Thank you. See, me and Tiffany are a good, what's the word? Bounce off each other because she's so sweet and I'm so loud. Think you should have a separate channel for community discussions and rant. Never, Jerry. Never. All right. So I'm going to open up panel. If nobody comes up, I shut down and go back to the website. So there's your incentive. There you go. I watch gardening case discussions. I like that versus true crime. Shouldn't be on this channel, but they should be on this channel when it has to do with true crime. You know what I mean? Balance. Thank you, Crystal. I couldn't think of the word. Same thing with me and Tyler. Me and Tyler are a good balance too, because we're just so opposite. Have wars regardless of subject. Yeah, I heard some of them are tough. I'm gonna do a candle and crystal channel with tarot cards and everything. Hey, Whistle Down. Call Whistle Down. Call her Tyson. What's up, Stoned?
Hello, beautiful. I have two
Love you
things to talk.
too. What's up?
I have two things to talk about. So, do I get 10 minutes or do I have to call
Nope.
back in?
You get 5 minutes. What's up?
Gosh, you're so mean to me. Benjamin Foster. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
He's a little prick. He he's wanted by the law. He picks up women on dating sites and he either uses them to run from the law or he uses them as victims. He's being charged with attempted murder and kidnapping, and he's running from the law, and he's using dating sites to find women who are weak, and that he can get either free from the cops or to possibly use as victims as he's done before. And I haven't heard anybody talk about him but one person,
What's
and Benjamin Foster in Oregon.
a man accused of severely beating and kidnapping Oregon woman newest victim? That one?
Yeah, but he's also wanted, I think, in Nevada for an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Oh, wait, here. Kidnapped suspect released day he arrived at Nevada prison. An extremely dangerous kidnapping suspect has evaded capture for nearly a week, prompting police to call for the public's help. A sweeping multi-day, hold on, let me pull this up. A sweeping multi-day manhunt continues for a suspect accused of brutally beating and kidnapping a woman in Oregon who remains in critical condition. Benjamin Obadiah Foster, 36, has evaded capture since Tuesday. Police say he's still active on dating sites. Working around the clock to find him, who's wanted on suspicion of attempted murder, kidnapping, and assault. Investigators have been searching for Foster since Tuesday. Oh, so they haven't found him. They haven't found him?
No, that's why I was trying to make it, get your attention on it because I don't see people talking about it. So I did a quick video today about it and I wanted to see if you had known about it because I didn't think you did because you hadn't said anything. And to me, it's quite important since the pandemic, most people do find, look for people on dating sites and such. And I just think it's really important to get the word out.
Yeah, but honestly, shit like this goes on every day.
It does.
In different states, yeah.
It does. I understand that. And that's why I don't understand why this one was brought to light. If it's like, I don't know. Unless it's just Oregon, the thing they do for those two states. I don't know. But I just wanted to be, known to people.
Yeah, the department is offering a $2,500 reward. Nobody's turning anyone in for $2,500. Offer like 50 grand, you might get someone to turn on them. 2,500, they're not fucking offering. Hey, Lindsay, they're not offering shit.
And he can look in so many different ways. Like one of the pictures on the website, they have a picture of like 4 different ways that he could possibly look that he's, tried to pass off as looking to make himself look different with the beard and the long hair, short hair, no beard, and stuff like that.
Oh.
But that was the first one. And the next one is, I don't think
What?
I've ever heard you talk about Alana Raphael.
Yeah, I did.
You did? Do you know any, have you heard any updates on her?
Mm-mm. I spoke about that last week. I think that was the live you missed.
Don't tell people that I don't. You're outing me that I don't watch replays.
No, I'm almost positive I did a whole live on her.
I'm going to have to go back and watch it because I've been looking into that too. Because it's just crazy. She was 14 with an 18-year-old boyfriend, and he's suspicious activities he did after she died. So I have to find out more information on that.
Yes, I did. I did do a whole live on her. It wasn't her boyfriend. That wasn't her boyfriend.
It said she was dating him.
No, he wasn't. He was obsessed with her, but she wasn't dating him.
Also of interest is Alana's relationship with an 18-year-old boy who admitted to police that he logged into her social media account after her death to get pictures. It says relationship.
That's not her. See, that's where people get fucked up. That's where things get misconstrued. Nowhere that you just read does it say they were in a relationship ever. What they said was he's fucking delusional and he was in love with her. Never said they were dating. Never said they were together.
It just says her relationship with an 18-year-old boy. It doesn't say what kind of relationship. A
Yeah,
friendship of
they
yeah,
were
okay, I
friends.
didn't know.
He was obsessed with her.
Well, the way it was written, it's kinda like, almost like people would take it as a boyfriend since they say relationship. I don't know.
It's written straight up that he was obsessed with her. That's how it's written. Never says that they were in a relationship.
Well, damn, now the whole dang on thing was solved.
Hey, Joseph Lab.
Well, I know you have a lot of people that wanna come up, Laura, so I know my 5 minutes is over. I'm gonna take my seat back in the chat where I belong.
But honestly, though, you got to be careful with how you read things.
That's why I wanted to come up to you because it states like word for word. It says also of interest is Alana's relationship with an 18-year-old boy who admitted to police that he logged into her social media account after her death to get pictures. He also admitted to investigators that he is the one responsible for multiple cryptic messages sent from Alana's account after her death. That was word for word in quotes.
Yeah, because he was obsessed with her. He was overly obsessed with her. And that's why people believe that he killed her. And the way he acted was very weird. Like, how did he get into social media? But yeah, at no point were they in a relationship. They were friends, but he was completely obsessed with her.
Okay. I'm gonna have to read more into that. And
Yeah.
I'll have to watch your dang on replays because I don't miss that many.
Yeah, I
But
did a little
anyway,
live on it.
I'm going to sit back in my pew. Thank you, Father. Thank
You're
you for
welcome. Yeah.
have a good night.
All right. I'll see you later, boo. See, guys, you got to be careful how you read things. All right, Mickey, what are your thoughts about the father who charged for his son's crimo? The parade shooter in Highland Park, Illinois. Father signed prior 2 years for the son to be allowed to apply for the gun. I don't know this. I don't know what you're talking about. Son in jail is a hearing. Father was in court this week. State wants more time. I don't know. I have to look it up. Father. Rockalot, isn't that the one I was talking about before? The idiot? Let's see. Family friend says Robert Crimo was suicidal in 2016. That one? Was able to legally purchase multiple firearms. He had previously displayed disturbing behavior and threatened to kill his own family. Mother of two wishes to remain anonymous. Told Daily Beast that 21-year-old went on a downward spiral about 6 years ago, but his parents ignored his poor mental health. That's another thing I want to discuss. This reminded me of it. Not everybody believes that drugs cure mental health. A lot of people believe that mental health is a matter of mind, a matter of attitude, a matter of opinion. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with anyone's views. I'm just telling you what's out there. And I'm not even talking Scientology. I'm just saying in general. A lot of people realize that drugs will never help them, so don't judge somebody for their parents ignoring their poor mental health, depending on what it was or what kind of mental health. You just never know. Not everybody thinks that drugs will cure them. Not everyone wants to take drugs to cure it. Some people think that they'll be fine on their own. Sure, there's plenty of untreated mental health where people are fine and they don't go around killing people. So I just want to put that out there. Now facing life behind bars for the murder of 7. The son is in jail or the father is? I don't know why Mr. Cuomo was able to buy guns and why his father sponsored his gun permit. His father, I'll tell you why. Because if you don't know about mental health or you don't believe in mental health, then you're not going to think your son is ever going to do anything wrong. I mean, it's just the way it is. So saying that his father should have seen it, if his father had no idea how to, like, if his father had mental health issues and didn't know it and it was untreated, he's certainly not going to recognize it in his own kid. Thank you, Amanda. I don't know. This goes back to what's that case? The school shooters, parents were charged. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't think of the name all of a sudden. Like, everybody wants to charge parents. I'm sorry, if my kid goes postal, that's on my kid. I bear no responsibility. Crumpet? Yes, I think so. From this, here we go, an hour ago. Can't get any newer than this. Ethan Crumble, that's it. Thank you. The Crumblies.
In front of a judge today, Robert Crimo III faces more than 100 charges for the shooting that killed 7 people and injured many others. NBC5's Charlie Wojciechowski has details on what happened today in court and reaction from a survivor.
Alleged Highland Park shooter Robert Crimo III was present in the Waukegan courtroom, but he remained silent. As prosecutors told Judge Victoria Rossetti, they are still gathering evidence in his case. In particular, they asked for a subpoena for the medical records of Highland Park shooting victims that were not given to the grand jury. 7 people were killed and almost 50 were injured during the mass shooting at that city's 4th of July parade. Ashby Beasley and her son are survivors.
It really never gets easier seeing him. It every single time I'm in this courtroom, I come to this courtroom to represent my friends and my neighbors who can't be here, who aren't ready to come.
Also in court today, Robert Crimo's father, Robert Crimo Jr., who is facing reckless conduct charges related to helping his then underage son get a firearm owner's ID card, despite having made threats against his family and others. Crimo III and his father will both depend on the same evidence in their cases, even though the cases are separate. So far, prosecutors say they've turned over 10,000 pages of discovery.
I don't know if we'll ever be ready to fully face everything that happened that day.
But Beasley says coming to court and seeing the defendants serve as motivation to her to keep working to achieve a national assault weapons ban like the one Governor Pritzker signed into law in Illinois.
I do think that the tide is changing. I think at the last election in the midterms, gun safety was a priority of the American voters. People are tired of living in fear of being shot in grocery stores and schools and parades.
Robert Crimo III is due back in court May 9th. In Waukegan, Charlie Wojciechowski, NBC5 News.
Okay, if your kid gets tattoos on his neck, don't give him a gun. That's how I feel. Nobody normal gets tattoos all over their necks. Just saying. So either by a 6-year-old taking the pew-pew to school shooting teacher. The 6-year-old, I heard about that. I haven't followed that. I will say that if you're going to do something bad, do it before age 12. Is there an update to it? Only thing I'm seeing is from 19th. Okay, father speaks for the first time.
Elementary school in Newport News, Virginia. Police say a 6-year-old boy, a first grader, somehow got a hold of a gun and opened fire at his teacher, critically wounding her. ABC's senior investigative reporter Aaron Katursky is here. Aaron, good morning to you. Police say this was not an accidental shooting.
They didn't explain what it was, but they did say, Janae, it is not an accident. And in a country inured to gun violence, what happened at that elementary school in Newport News, Virginia, is truly stunning.
Teacher shot.
This morning, a 6-year-old boy is in custody and a teacher is in critical condition after a shooting at Rich Neck Elementary School.
I'm in shock, and I'm disheartened.
Female victim, she's been shot in the abdomen as well as a through and through into the hand.
Police said the 6-year-old brought a handgun to a first-grade classroom and deliberately shot the teacher.
This was not an accidental shooting.
The school locked down. Officers swarmed in, trying to calm terrified students. And
Okay, I got a problem with this. I agree with you. In a situation like this, yes, the parent should be charged because it is their responsibility for gun safety and keeping that gun locked up. So this is a scenario that I agree parents should be charged. I don't understand how they can say that it's not intentional. I mean, that it's intentional and that it wasn't an accident. What wasn't an accident? The fact that he brought it to school, or the fact that they think he really wanted to shoot a teacher? Which part is not an accident? Whoever has a gun has to be. I totally agree with that. That in this scenario, the parent should be charged. The child had something in for the teacher. He was only 6. They knew he had a gun and they searched him and didn't find it. The fact that he shot teacher was not an accident. But it still was an accident. True, Lindsay. 4 different times they missed the gun. Oh, he wanted to hurt his teacher? How does a 6-year-old comprehend that much, though? He planned it. He wanted to light her body on fire. He's 6. Oh, I agree with that, Jerry. That's what I'm saying, Mickey. Dayton used to think you got 9 lives. When he was 6, he would tell you he got 9 lives. He didn't understand death. I had to explain it to him that it's not a video game. Life's not a video game. Like, once you die, you're dead. No, you don't. You come back. No, you don't come back. You're gone. I agree. He is insane if he wants to light people on fire. But did he understand? Well, I know people that know how to teach their young kids how to use guns. That I do know. Iowa's full of them. He's special needs? Taking a bullet to school the day before and showing it off. Video games and movies is all you need. I don't agree with that. I don't. It comes down to parental advisory. My kid's been playing video games since he can walk, since he could learn how to do them, and shooter games. And guess what? He's never wanted to kill anybody. Granted, he doesn't have a gun to do it, but even when he did have a gun, it's teaching. You have to teach your kids. Yeah, and if he's special needs, then definitely doesn't comprehend it. Yeah, that I know, Janice. Not the best area. He wasn't supposed to be in class without a parent at all times. Where were his parents? Did he have access to a gun? Who, my kid? No. I mean, he did at other times. His older brother, not Phoenix, his older brother in Iowa tried to teach him. School counselor deserves to be in jail right along with them because he called them to come get him and refused to take him. And he allowed him to go back to class. 3 hours later, he shot the school up. I agree. You don't keep a gun where the 6-year-old can take it. We've all been playing video games for a long time. Even back in my day, some had guns. Granted, it was a duck shooting game. I know, right? I cannot remember the name of it. You're right, though. I'm just saying, I really believe it's parental guidance. Not the gun, not the school, parental, not the video game, parental guidance. As I know, my son uses shooting games as a method of letting out anger. And that's what a lot of people do. That's what a lot of people use games for. So they don't have to go shoot somebody up. Nope, they could do it on a video game.
And bewildered parents.
Instantly, my heart dropped because I'm thinking of the age of these children and what they possibly were going through at that time.
The president of the American Federation of Teachers describing the event as a horrific tragedy, adding that guns shouldn't be in our classrooms, our campuses, or anywhere near our schools. Police did not say how someone so young had access to a gun, but the school superintendent said it represented a breakdown in values.
We need to keep the guns out of the hands of our young people.
There's no school at Rich Neck Elementary on Monday while authorities figure out both how to prevent this in the future and whether the student was known to be a troubled child. The most critical question, though, Whit, how the gun wound up in the hands of a little boy. Whit?
That is the question. Such an upsetting story. All right, Aaron, thank you.
Exactly. See, that's C12. That's what I know. Like people I know that are avid gun users, they've taught their kids at a very young age. That's Sea Creek Squad. That's what I'm saying. Here they do too. Iowa, they do as well. They teach guns very, very young. And they all became Marines. See, there you go. My only grandkid has been in a basement for 24/7 in 18 years. That's not good. I have a cow and I'm alwait's armed wherever I go. Well, that's how it is here too. But it says here, like, you try to go to a school, nope, no guns allowed. And it's all over the place. You just don't talk? Well, righty then. There are always ways to get them evaluated. Yeah, that's crazy. How many times did this guy shoot him? Did he shoot the teacher multiple times? Oh, did you guys hear about this? 7 officers were now involved in Tyree's death. 2 EMTs fired, 7 officers relieved. So glad to hear that. He took the gun. Wow. There was something else with was it Gabby Petito I saw something on, or Kylie? I saw something. It was something from like 3 days ago. I forgot what it was. And they got each student out of class before getting help for assault. It's a good teacher. It's a nice teacher. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you, Mickey. Gabby's real story was on 48 Hours. I knew I saw something. So there's a new 48 Hours about Gabby Petito. Teacher now has a lawsuit filed against school. Good. She should. The lawyer, I knew Bertolino was added to the lawsuit. Hey, girl. Yo.
Oh, I did not mute you on YouTube.
There
I
you
had
are.
a lag. I'm sorry.
That's all right. What's up?
No, I didn't get to see. I had to feed the cat and wee really quick. But when you were talking about the 6-year-old, I don't know what everybody was saying in the chat, but I haven't heard anything else about that case. Did you mention something? Did you play something while I stepped away that the dad had spoke out or something?
Which case?
The 6-year-old.
No, I just played it.
Oh, I had to step away.
Oh,
My
no, I
bad.
just played it. There was not really an update, just that someone asked about it. So I played it.
Okay. It's just really weird. I mean, I asked about it and I hadn't seen anything about it in a long time. But how do
A long
I
time it just
can't I
happened.
can't even put my words together because I don't even know how to say it because this is the first time I've heard of this young child this happening anywhere, regardless if it was a mall, a school, a house. This is the first time personally. How do the courts charge them, or are they just going to go after the parents? I
I
mean,
don't
the
know.
Crumblies I got because they were both in their own world. I watched parts of that trial because basically they were living separate lives but married,
I
right?
still don't
So,
think they belong in jail, though. Jail is not doing anything for them.
but what are they gonna? What's a 6-year-old? You can't just stick a 6-year-old in.
Oh, for this case, yeah, I'm talking about the Crumleys. I just don't think the Crumley parents deserve jail. Is supposed to be punishment / rehabilitation to show you what you've done wrong. Them sitting in jail is doing absolutely nothing for them. It's not teaching them anything. Ethan was their only child, so it's not like they can have another chance. Like it's just stupid. I
Mhm.
just don't think they belong in prison.
I didn't even know that they were either. I didn't watch it to the full extent like I normally do a trial, and because if I don't start one at the beginning, I don't continue on. If I start a trial, I try to watch it like a juror to kind of make up my own decision. Um, but I mean, does this 6-year-old just go into where do you put a 6-year-old?
I don't know, but this is what the 6-year-old released a statement. The 6-year-old family released a statement through a spokesperson saying, "Our family has always been committed to responsible gun ownership and keeping firearms out of the reach of children." Okay, then how did your 6-year-old bring one to school?
So it was theirs for sure, I'm assuming.
It was a 9mm Taurus pistol. Was legally purchased by the boy's mother.
Okay, so they've done the serial check and it's been logged and purchased by the mother. Okay. I was just thinking because I hadn't heard any more about it. I didn't even know that part. I was wondering, did he go to some friend's house? Because when my kids, Laura knows where I live. I'm not going to say where I live, but y'all can probably gather I live in the South. So
Yeah.
of course we, you know, we have guns, right? We have pew-pews.
Yeah, we have guns everywhere here.
We have a trap team at our school. We don't allow them on the school grounds. My husband was a coach when my children were in that trap team. which he had to be trained for. And all of them had to have hunter education as well, which really helped them in their process. And all the parents were super involved in our program. Because I don't know if a lot of people realize this. A lot of schools actually have a skeet program, or it's called a trap team, because it's the big orange things that fling out into the sky and they shoot them. It's an Olympic. You can get scholarships for that.
Yeah.
When you're in high school. You can get scholarships to go to good colleges for that. And it's actually an Olympic sport. We had a girl that had one working arm that went on to actually train for it in the Olympic field area of it. She was that good. One-armed. She only had one arm. She had two arms, but only one worked. She was amazing. But we have always trained our kids. When my youngest son, our youngest son, went to somebody else's house, he immediately had came home, and this was just across the road, and said, so-and-so's dad has this such and such on their dresser. Okay? He knew not to touch it. He knew to come home and tell us. I mean, and that's just, I hope that everyone that has firearms in their house trains their kids from a young age. And I'll say a little bit more tidbit about myself. My husband is also we have firearms, he deals with it, but he's an FFL. So every year someone comes to our house from firearms and tobacco. Maybe I'm saying that backwards, but you guys know where I'm going, because he deals with all of it. He has to log everything. But even if a parent bought a 12 gauge or a 16 gauge shotgun, because it's typically what we used in trap, it was in the parent's name, but then the kid used it. But we were so safe.
Yeah.
And we traveled on buses, but we carried the guns. They couldn't go on the school buses with them. They couldn't go on the school grounds. But when we went to shooting meets and everything like that, nobody has ever been harmed at any of these events, but kids can just go to school and get shot. And when I heard about the 6-year-old, it just blew my mind. I don't know where this mother kept this weapon, because now it is her responsibility if it was in her name.
Oh,
Even if the father said it somewhere.
I agree.
And I just, it just absolutely breaks my heart. It really, really does. Because that's from when our kids were small. I mean, our weapons, we have 2 safes in our home, 2 that lock. And if you don't, when you purchase a weapon, and I'm not going to ask anybody in the chat if they have one, but nowadays they always come with an orange lockback. And when you lock that gun up, it's empty. Just like when you see it in a court, and it's got this thing on it. It doesn't have any ammunition because it's locked up. Now they're like bright orange. They didn't used to be, and now they're bright orange. And people could if you can't afford a safe, you can at least do that much. But then people say, well, what if I have an intruder and my ammo's in this place and my gun's in this place? Well, then just keep both in a place where you can run and hide and put them together. They don't have to be loaded all the time. But we can't, as a nation, ban guns. And I know people in the chat probably are anti-gun. I completely understand. But look what just happened at Idaho 4. Look what happens in other countries, like the United Kingdom. They have so many killings with knives, so many stabbings, because they don't allow civilians to carry guns. And there are so many people, including my husband, that I do not personally conceal carry, because that process of application, when I read through it, I could not bring myself to check mark. And I'm getting teary-eyed just saying it, because when you decide to conceal carry, you have to decide, if you pull that trigger, you're willing to kill somebody. I could not do it. So when we go out at night, he does and I don't. That's, that's just like using your car, though. I mean, you can use your car as a weapon. If
I
you
agree.
had to, I would, if I was in that situation. Of course, if someone's trying to carjack me or whatever and I ran them over, well, that's their bad. If I'm trying to get away from you, that's your bad. But maybe someday I will bring myself to be able to check those boxes, but I can't in good faith. I couldn't, and I really slept on it for a long time. And he really wants me to have that because he worries about me. We live in a society that I can't even go to Walmart at night anymore. And that sucks. It really sucks.
Why can't you go to Walmart?
Because I'm afraid to. I'm afraid I'm going to get, if I'm going out to my car, that something bad's going to happen to me. He would rather, if I got sick in the middle of the night or if the kids needed something in the middle of the night, he'd be like, you wake me up, you don't go at night.
Yeah, but you can't
And
think like that either, though, because if you think like that, then something will happen. You can't will it. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I do try to think like that because we do take trips. We're avid campers, and I'll be in some place that I don't even know, walking around a campsite around tons of people I don't know, and I'm not carrying, you know? So I try not to think about that because you do have to live your life and you can't live in fear because that's not really living.
No, I agree
But
with that.
we had a very close friend of ours that he was a drinker. I will say this, he was a drinker. He lived behind the store, walked to the store to get himself beer, and got beat up so bad and left at the kiddie pool section because it was summertime. They had, how they have kiddie pools out there by the lawn and garden, and was left there and almost died. And ever since then, I've been scared to go at night because he was a dude. I mean, I don't know if that really matters. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't. But it's just things that cross my mind. Even when I have had to go by myself, if my husband has to go on like a work trip or something, and I have no choice but to go, I mean, my head's on a swivel. You would think this lady is just absolutely paranoid, but that's how I live. Like, my head is on a swivel now. I'm always look at my surroundings, and I've got my keys in my hand, and my hand's on my button for the alarm on the car, And I hate that feeling.
Yeah, but you
I hate
can't
it.
be if you really think like that too much, something is gonna happen. Like you
Well,
can't will something to happen, and that's kind of
okay, y'all. Laura's probably right. If I don't show up in chat for a while, y'all better be worried about me.
no, seriously though, you can't will something. You can't think about it so much that you're gonna make it happen.
I know. And I
You
try
know?
not to speak. I always say don't speak things into existence.
I hear you.
But yeah, a lot of people are that way. And I don't live in a huge city, but we do have high crime where I live, unfortunately.
Oh.
And, and it is at night. I would say 95% of it is at night. So that makes me paranoid. We don't have the money that we need for our LE. We don't have the money for our town. I mean, we've got some of those sky cops. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. They put them in the parking lots and they have solar panels, and I'm like, well, what good's that thing gonna do me? Oh, it's gonna capture me on camera, you know, something happening to me. But we don't have as much law enforcement as we should. And the law enforcement that here that we do have is kind of, well, scared of everything is how I feel about it, because they won't go into the parts of towns, certain parts of towns, even during the day.
See, I'm a big believer. What's going to happen is going to happen. What's meant to be is meant to be. So I don't I try not to get scared over things or worry about things too much, because your time, like whatever time I'm supposed to go is when I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And
I've tried so much to live by faith like that. Because, you know, Tyler's my pastor, so yes, I do try to live by faith, and try not to have my head on the swivel. But I feel like the moment I don't is when something's going to happen.
well, there's nothing wrong with being aware of your surroundings, or like not really going out at night, but don't be scared. Like, I don't really go out at night, but I'm not scared if I had to. Like last night, I was in my damn pajamas, and I thought when I get in my car, if I got into an accident right now, oh my God, people would cops would laugh. Here I am in my jammies and a, winter coat, going to Walmart, like look like a Walmart shopper. And you know what I'm saying though? And that's what I thought about. Like, can you imagine if I crashed and died right now?
You're going to end up on Walmart.com. People with Walmart in your jammies, girl.
I had matching jammies on, matching top and bottoms.
Okay, that's good. That's considered good etiquette here. Okay,
I know,
okay?
right?
That's Walmart etiquette right there.
But what I'm saying is just be aware, but don't live afraid, because the second you live afraid, the other side wins. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like,
that's true. Evil wins.
Don't not be aware, but don't be afraid, because a criminal will see that in you. Like, it's one thing I always teach Dayton, because Dayton, maybe because he's so tall, but Dayton has a habit of putting his head down. And I used to do that. And it was actually Brad, my ex, Dayton's dad, who taught me, no, you want to keep your shoulders back, especially if you're feeling scared, is when you want to stand the most straight and the most confident. And he was right. And I know I did that when I was younger, but then I lost my confidence as I got older. And I started doing that more. And people really do see you differently. And they really, like, someone that may have jumped me when I had my head down, or when I, shoulders down. People look at you different when your shoulders are back and your head is held high. I mean, girls think you're a stuck-up bitch, but men do see you differently. You don't look like a target. You don't look like that you would be an easy target. You look like somebody that's either caring, or you look like somebody that's confident in the way you carry yourself, and then you're not a target. Yes, stand straight.
Really good sense.
And even if you're scared, that's the best time to stand totally forward. That's the best time to, really look confident. And I've told Dayton this 100 times. It's like, Dayton, walk the way your dad did. Your dad used to walk. People used to get girls, but he used to walk with his shoulders back, and he was the bomb. You would think he was Brad Pitt the way he walked. And that's what he did. And he was right though, and I notice it. Where'd she go?
I'm right here.
Oh, no, I think you fall off in it. Why is it showing me you're not there? Hold on, let me go back.
I'm here. Can
Are they?
anybody else hear me?
Yeah, I could see you on StreamYards. I don't see you on live view. Or maybe that's behind. I guess
Can the
it's
chat see
behind.
me?
Demand respect. That's it. When a plane crashes, it's inevitable. There you go. It's true, though. You just stand tall, stand straight, and people look at you differently. They really do. And that's when
Well,
you
that
feel
makes me feel
that's when
better.
you feel scared. That's when you want to stand the tallest. Hey, let's go. And he's right, though. Well, Laura said they will not pick victims who look like that. Absolutely. I mean, would I walk through south side of Chicago like that? Nah, I ain't walking through the south side of Chicago. Or other places. You won't, not walking there. But even when we go back to New York City, I'll always stand tall walking through New York City. Always. Hey, Twin Cities.
Well, maybe I should just try to do it more often, even when my spouse is home. Get more comfortable with doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah, fake it. If you don't feel that way, pretend. Absolutely. It works.
Well, that's good advice.
Works. All right. Do you feel better?
I do feel better.
Good.
I mean, not about the 6-year-old. I still don't know what they're going to do with him, but
I meant about you personally. Silly.
me personally. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Laura's life coaching was a success.
See, more people should come up and talk to Laura. You never know what you're going to get.
And let me tell you something else. Another thing to keep in the car. People like Whistledown said, carry a pocket knife. No, carry a small thing if you can find it of like oven cleaner. Works better than any gun, wasp spray, any of that shit. Keep it in your car.
Oven cleaner, that's a good idea. Or wasp spray because it shoots like straight.
Yeah, and
because we cannot get pepper spray here.
See, pepper spray doesn't shoot that far though. Wasp spray shoots far.
Yeah.
So if you feel even a little on edge, that shit, it works. You know, I don't know if they
concealed carry my wasp spray.
I don't know if they sell small ones, but oven spray isn't as big, but that shit burns.
I had never thought about that before.
Yep.
Either one. I mean, we can get I guess it's mace on the little keychain thingy.
Yeah, but that's
But
not.
I figured it would just get taken away from me and sprayed on me. Yeah.
I hear you.
All right. Well, thanks, y'all. See?
You're welcome, hon.
Look, Laura doesn't bite y'all. Anybody else can come up. She gives great advice.
I'm getting off in a few minutes anyway. I gotta eat something. I'm hungry.
All right. Well, hopefully I didn't make anybody sad tonight.
I'm glad you came up, and I'm glad you feel better.
Thanks a lot, y'all.
All right.
See y'all in the chat.
Bye, hon.
Bye.
All right. Last
Oh,
chance.
one more thing.
Yes.
Y'all should get her candles because they smell good.
I was gonna ask you, how are your candles?
And they do not smell. They are so different than the store-bought candle. Like in a store-bought candle, I get like this chemically. Even when I blow it out, a store-bought, it's like chemically. Like I don't get that with Laura's.
Nope.
But
you won't.
Oh, so much better, you guys. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not a candle pusher. Sorry. Just it is. All right. Good night, y'all.
Bye. Hey, Twin Cities, how's your candles, by the way? Speaking of candles. You going for a salad? That's what I should be going. Phoenix is cooking something. It smells good. I don't know what he made though, but he probably ate it all. We do humanizing victim. No, we were not even talking about victims. We were talking about Southern Gal's situation. I'm glad, Twin Cities. Hey, Krugs. So, Scooby, you still in here? I did hear this. So, some channel has been in touch with Stephen Avery, And he's still in good spirits and he still thinks he's getting out. And I think he's crazy. So there's that. But he still believes in Zellner. I don't know why, but he does. So that's the latest I have on the Avery news. There's Buka. Phoenix, what did you cook?
Why?
It smells good.
I don't know.
You don't know what you cooked?
I mean, I do.
What was it?
Pasta.
Oh. What did you make? Gluten-free pasta?
Yeah.
Any left?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you ate it all. I think I would say, yeah, I don't follow much either. It's just, I heard that. I get it. No, I'm waiting for you to put in another order before I send it, K-Rocks. So I don't have to pay $30 for shipping. That's why. Oh, you're on clear liquids? Yeah, I don't think he's ever getting out. I really don't. And I hate to say that, but I truly don't. I think he's stuck. Posted on a fan film months ago. Oh. Buka! Stop. Stop. All right. I am going to go back to the website. If you guys haven't peeked at it, you should go take a peek at it because I'm changing a lot. I've been working on it for probably the last 50 hours straight. And I still got a hell of a lot more to do, but we're getting there. And that's it. So that's why I went out and bought a tripod yesterday because my hand was not steady. I kept getting unsteady pictures. It was driving me nuts. They're still not perfect, but I don't care. So, okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Glad I went live. Glad I vented. Got it out of my system. So, thank you, Southern Gal. But seriously, though, check out the website. I've changed a lot. And I have a lot more to change. I mean, I won't be done within, like, by the end of the day. That I can tell you. Even if I stayed up for another 8 hours, I wouldn't finish. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely. So, all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Tomorrow's February 1st. So, tomorrow starts new rules of my channel. New giveaways for my channel. And new goals for my channel. So now that I vented, I feel good. Now I can relax. And I will see you all tomorrow with all the new perks of members and Patreons and everything. So I will see you guys later. Peace.